So for this exercise, we're going to get on all fours. We have 4 main points of contact. So we're going to have the inside part of your elbows and the inside part of your knees. Hands are going to be facing the ground. I don't want you to think about turning your hands aggressively towards the ground to create your pressure through your upper body. The inside of the elbows are going to be your primary point of contact. From there, first thing we're going to think about is just the upper body position. So we're going to avoid letting the space between the shoulder blades and your chest dip towards the ground. So I'm going to use that contact through the inside of the elbows to push the ground away and fill that space between the shoulder blades. Next thing we're going to think about is our hip and pelvis position. So to demonstrate the extremes of either direction you could go, I could get a big arch through my back, and then I could really aggressively tuck my pelvis underneath me like that. We want to be somewhere in the middle there, so you can play around just feeling either extreme and then settle into that middle position. I'm going to use the contacts through my arms to slowly start to push me back, which is going to increase the amount of hip bend I'm working my way into. A couple things you might feel that would be a good stopping point, meaning you're going too far. So you might get a pinching in the front of your hip, or you might feel like you kind of have to start to lose that position of the low back that we just established, whether it be that you have to round out to keep going further or you have to arch to go further. So again, if you feel like you're pinching in the front of the hip, or if you feel like you're losing that low back position, that's going to be your stopping point. And then in this position, we're going to take our breaths, trying to fill that space between the shoulder blades. And then you also should feel like you can kind of get some space between the back of your hips to open up. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, maintaining on each breath. A couple modifications that we might make. We might ask you to stagger one elbow and knee back relative to the other, or potentially elevating a knee on a towel to raise one side up a little bit higher than the other. All of that will be in the notes section of the document that we send you, so just pay attention to that.